This video is brought to you by WaySafe Trailer Hitches.
At TFL, when we go big, we go really big because I've got two identical trailers next to me that weigh 8,000 pounds and are 28 feet long. And pulling these trailers are two vehicles, and really this video is about only one of them. It's the one on the left, the brand new Cybertruck. The one on the right, well, that is the bar, because that is, of course, a towing monster. So, Andre, how far do you think this Cybertruck will go pulling this monster trailer?
I'm betting 100 miles at most. 100 miles.
I think the Lightning did like 72.
At most 100 miles.
All right, coming up now, we're gonna see how far the Cybertruck can tow.
We are on Interstate 25 and I set my cruise control at 70, not 75, because I'm feeling sway.
These are basically giant sails in the wind that we're towing.
How much power do you have left? It's gotta be below 10%.
Oh boy, I'm at 6%, my friend, and I'm sweating a little bit.
As you guys know, heavy-duty trucks are the benchmark when it comes to towing, and this Ram 2500 Cummins is no exception. And we brought it with us just to compare how this tows to the brand new Cybertruck. But we're really here not about this, it's all about that.
Today I'm driving this. It's a dual motor Cybertruck, which means it has a motor in the front, a motor in the rear, 600 horsepower. It's a foundation series, which means it's one of the first trucks that's on sale as far as Tesla is concerned. And we paid about $102,000 for this truck to get it just the way you see it here. And this video is not only about how far we can go, but also how much does it cost when you're towing with an electric truck versus diesel. I'm gonna turn my headlamps on. That way I can also see my trailer lights and I know that all the connection is perfect. The Cybertruck does give me a little blue light indicating that also the 7-pin wiring harness is connected, so that's really great. The Cybertruck has air suspension, which is really good for towing because I'm pretty much level. And it has 4-wheel steering, so it does have some good bones. Also, I'm going to reset my trip meter right here. I have now trip A and B. Reset. There are also two ways to control the trailer brake controller. So in order to test it, I need to be in drive. I can hold this. I set my gain at about 4.5, which is in the middle between 0 and 10. And the secondary way to control it is with the scroll wheel on the steering wheel, which is actually pretty handy in an emergency.
Andre, so the plan is to head to the highway and basically tow as far as you can go before you run out of energy, and then compare how much energy cost you used versus how much diesel fuel cost I used.
We gotta go through a couple of side highways and then get on an interstate I-25 and go highway speeds, always following the speed limit.
How are those triangular mirrors working for you?
Not great. Even though the Cybertruck is a fairly wide vehicle, it's basically almost the size of an F-150. The mirrors are not super wide.
I cannot see all the way down the side of my trailer, so it's not ideal.
Yeah, and that's the difference between, a rig like this, which was basically built to tow, right? I've got elephant ears. I can see right around the side of my trailer.
How about a tow haul mode? Do you have one of those?
Well, the cool thing about this truck is that it kind of knows when you plug in, right? So it already sets you up. So you don't have to select a tow haul mode. I'm using adaptive regen during the tow haul mode. So I'm getting a little bit of energy while I slow down. So Roman, we gotta hook up the Cybertruck, right?
Yeah.
So let me show you. The hitch is hidden, dude.
I know. It's hidden behind a little plastic panel.
Plastic door. So we did a night gauntlet and people said, well, why don't you use a quarter or something? Well, I'm not carrying quarters right now. Do you have a quarter?
No, who carries quarters?
Oh. All right, Roman, here.
Thanks. I'll put this in the back of the truck.
Our weight safe hitches are aluminum. They're super lightweight. This is a 2-inch receiver, solid shank. And this one is capable of up to 12,500 pounds. And they have hitches with 3-inch receivers for heavy duty trucks that are capable upwards of 21,500 pounds. Look how low this is. And look how high this is.
Well, you want it? I mean, you want to tow with the thing like in off-road mode? That'd be weird.
No, we need to go at least medium height. All right, back it up, dude.
A little bit more. A little more. Stop.
Yes, that's perfect, Roman. The coolest part of the WaySafe hitch is that it tells us the exact tongue load.
Okay.
It's showing 1,100 pounds.
Yeah.
We're towing about 8,000 pound trailer, but because it's a toy hauler, it's a little bit nose heavy, which is kind of what we want for this test.
Yeah, the problem is the truck doesn't know it's trailering right now. It's towing.
Because I haven't plugged it in.
Yeah, please plug it in because
Okay.
I can't use any of the tow haul modes right now because it doesn't think there's a trailer behind it. Trailer light test. That's pretty cool. Hey, Andre, I'm gonna do a trailer light test.
Yes, it's blinking the signals and brakes. That's very nice.
Hey, Andre, the truck thinks you're gonna go 318 miles.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
So I would be balled over by a mosquito if that thing actually went 318 miles. We'll see. I'm hoping to go, well, at least 100. I also have a pretty good sight line around my truck, even though going forward's not great. How about the cameras on your truck? I know you've got cameras out the side. Do those help when towing?
Yeah, dude, I have a lot of cameras actually, and it is super helpful. I can see my hitch, I can see kind of on the sides. I can also enable my front-facing camera if I need to. And it's really high resolution, so that's pretty nice.
Now, the other thing that I like about this truck, of course, is the fact that it's got a really good ride. Now, we lifted it, and we gave it a little bit of Fox suspension, but the Cybertruck has a different approach.
I have air, so this, first of all, the ride is nice. It's really comfortable, even with this heavy load. Dude, this trailer is pushing down with like 1,100 pounds, but my payload is high. I have about 2,500 pounds of payload, which is more than you have, actually. And it's comfy and I'm level.
Yeah, I have to admit that Tesla knocked out of the ballpark with payload. I mean, 2,500 pounds of payload, that's beyond heavy-duty truck sometimes. Well, not beyond like, you know, a 450, but certainly beyond what this one has.
All right, dude, so I think we're approaching the highway really soon. Roman, let's check out what we're towing.
Dude, we're towing a house.
It's a house with a garage. It's a toy hauler.
When we tow big. We're not doing some light little lawn trailer. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this is very fancy. This is an ATC Play 700. That's the latest model that they have. And you can put a vehicle in the back, like a side-by-side motorcycles. There's bedrooms, kitchens. It's fully equipped. They're all aluminum, very, very fancy. And the price on these trailers are around $85,000. And this would not be possible without our friends at Complete Trailers. So check them out. They have stores in Texas, Colorado, and California.
And you know what, Andre? This is a great test for the Cybertruck because we're not quite maxing it out, but we're getting really close to maxing it out.
We are on Interstate 25 and I set my cruise control at 70, not 75, because I'm feeling sway.
Yeah, I think most modern trucks now have a little bit of sway mitigation built into the computer brain, but it looks like the Cybertruck doesn't quite have that.
I don't feel out of control. I definitely feel the truck moving side to side. So there may be some mitigation in the truck. but I don't feel super relaxed. You know what I'm saying? This big trailer feels like it's pushing me around a little bit.
Yeah, it could be the wind. I mean, we've got a lot of wind, like you said, and that could be causing the, these are basically, that could be causing the sway. These are basically giant sails in the wind that we're towing.
All right, I'm gonna try to accelerate to 75, but I'm a little bit, it's not super comfortable.
Well, there's no nudge, right? I mean,
Safety is the most important thing, and we certainly don't want to create any kind of dangerous situation for you or the people around us.
All right, how about we keep it at 70 then?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's, a very fast speed that most people would be towing such heavy and large trailers at anyway. Hey, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is that there's nobody that, is kind of lukewarm on this Cybertruck. They either love it or hate it. And of all the reviews we've done, there's basically two kinds of comments. The Cybertruck sucks and you guys suck. That's when we, are nice to it. And when we're not nice to it, then the Cybertruck is great and you guys suck.
Well, it's definitely polarizing. It's also attention grabbing. People are staring at me from all directions. Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, you have to see it in person, and a lot of people actually don't know what it is.
And one thing I'm noticing is that you've got a lot more power than I do. Even though, this truck doesn't really feel the trailer behind me, when I accelerate, it's very leisurely. But when you accelerate, man, you're like a bullet out of a musket.
Yeah, I have no shortage of power. I can accelerate at any moment, at any speed.
Isn't that ironic I said musket, but it really should be something much more modern?
I think you're thinking about Elon Musk.
you got my fun. All right, let's keep rolling. I'm at about 75% battery right now, so I'm starting to use a lot of energy.
Yeah, my gas gauge still reads full, and it's probably going to keep reading that for a little bit longer because this thing has a pretty good sized gas tank. Under the hood of this very tall Ram is, of course, a Cummins straight six turbo. It puts out 370 horsepower, but more importantly, it puts out, get this, 850 pound-foot of torque. And towing is all about torque. And in a lot of ways, Ram heavy-duty trucks, Ford Super Duties, and Chevy heavy duties have been the benchmark for towing, and this is no exception.
And under the hood of the Cybertruck is a frunk and a dog blanket, or a moving blanket. And Tesla doesn't list horsepower or torque numbers. They just say 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. But according to some sources, up to 600 horsepower and potentially about 1,000 pound-feet of torque. But it's not really about that right now. I'm worried about wind and aerodynamics and towing. So Roman, there's something not so good about the Cybertruck here.
What's that, Andre?
Well, the Cybertruck is not recalculating my range based on my towing. I am at 56% of battery, and it's telling me I have 179 miles left.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Now, the Ram says I'm averaging 10.7 mpg, and I've got 319 miles of range left. And I don't think that's also recalculating. That seems too high.
Yeah, but trucks like even the Lightning, F-150 Lightning, the Rivian, Silverado EV, Hummer EV, those guys recalculate based on towing.
Maybe that's a tip for Tesla, right? When you plug in that brake controller, maybe like Ford does, it should ask you what trailer are you towing, and then based on whatever inputs you put in and save, it should have a better guess at how much range you have.
We went 43 miles and I used almost half my battery, right? So about 50 kilowatt hours, it says, after 43 miles.
I wonder if the algorithm knows that you're towing, and so it changes where you're going to stop and how many times you're going to stop if you actually input your destination.
Well, I did put in a destination of the Budweiser brewery. I mean, I don't want beer. It's just a location that I know is a landmark here in northern Colorado. And it's still telling me I'm going to have 47% left when I get there, and that's not true.
Yeah, and the great thing is this is an easy software. Not easy, but it's certainly a software fix. So they could, in their typical Tesla fashion, roll out.
I wouldn't even say an update. I would say, the necessary battery status when you're towing. So Andre, they just built one of the world's biggest Buc-ee's right on our route, and it's got a supercharger. So I'm in the mood for some beaver nuggets and a little bit of supercharging. You think we can make it?
Shoot. It says it's about 19 miles away. We want to see how far it can go. I think it's going to push the Cybertruck all the way. Let's go try to get there.
Yeah, I think if we went any further, we'd be stuck on the side of the road because there isn't anything until we get kind of closer to Longmont, I think.
The truck is still saying I'll have 11% battery left when we get to Buc-ee's, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Well, we shall see. I mean, that number has kept dropping, which is always a little bit of range anxiety causing tension, right?
Here's the good news. I've heard when you're not towing, the Cybertruck is up to 8 miles after it gets to 0. When you're towing, it might not be so far.
Well, I think we might be pushing it very close.
Oh, by the way, Andre, I've got over 3/4 of a tank left. Not that helps, but just thought you'd want to know.
So you could go like 3 times the distance, basically.
Andre, I see the beaver. Do you see the beaver?
It's on top of the mountain. It's got sun shining on it.
We've made it to Buc-ee's. So,
How much power do you have left? It's got to be below 10%.
Oh boy, I'm at 6%, my friend, and I'm sweating. I was sweating a little bit, but now since I see Buc-ee's, I'm a little bit more relaxed.
yeah, this is always a nail biter when you gotta worry about your next supercharger, even though Tesla does a good job in providing really good information, except when you're towing, apparently.
I set the supercharger as my destination, so that means it's supposed to be preconditioning.
Yeah, that's great. I think this is one of the biggest Buc-ee's now in the country. It's got something like 100 stalls for fuel. I'll be curious to see how many superchargers it has.
Well, according to my truck, it has 12, and 9 of them are available.
If we own Unhooked, we could probably at least occupy 6 more.
I think we could create a lot of angry Buc-ee's customers then.
I've never been to this Buc-ee's. There was a line down the highway when it first opened, so I'm really curious to see what this guy's like.
By the way, Buc-ee's is not one of our sponsors, but Buc-ee's, if you want to sponsor TFL, please send an email to ask@tfltruck.com.
Oh, Andre, that is so blatantly commercial. But never mind that. Let's talk about the towing distance. How far did you get, my man?
I went 85 miles, almost 86 miles, my friend.
Wow, you blew the extended range lightning out of the water by 14 miles. How impressive.
I am impressed, actually, because the Lightning may have a slightly bigger battery than this, and I do have off-road tires on the Cybertruck, and I'm gonna pull to the side and look at the charging stations.
Yeah, but the Silverado EV that we towed with a slightly smaller charger went, over 200 miles?
Yeah, a slightly smaller trailer with Silverado went 212 miles.
All right, what's the scoop, my friend? I think we're gonna have to unhook, aren't we? I can help you.
There are no towing supercharger stalls. I have to back in, and oh man, I have to unhook.
Well, you could take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 supercharger stalls if you want to just pull in, including the handicapped one.
Oh, please, no. No, no.
All right, so let's put this into perspective, Andre.
Yeah.
If we were going to LA, which is exactly 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to stop at a minimum 11 times to charge. And it's gonna take at least 40 minutes to fill it up, at least, if not more.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend towing something this large, long distance.
No.
I mean, I could take my boat to the lake. That's fine. You know, that's 50 miles.
Yeah.
I would do that every day.
Well, you know, it's all about like the right tool for the right job.
Yeah.
And this is not the right tool. Plus, this thing is enormous. I mean, 28 feet. It's not even that heavy. It's just big.
Yeah, it's a house.
It's a house, yeah. Whereas with the Ram, that would be the right tool, right? I had another 250 miles of range, according to the truck, left.
And you have 5 minutes, bam, refill and go.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, right tool.
For the right job.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now I need to unhook, dude.
I can drop the truck, Andre.
Yeah, and you could see the scale go, too. Yeah!
That's the way you do it. Woo-hoo! That's easier.
Yes. So let me show you some numbers.
Yeah, show me some numbers.
So there's a big giant semi. Hi.
Everybody's looking at the Cybertruck. Oh, look, he's got a smart car.
Got a smart car.
Huh. Now that's
the way to do it.
That's the way you cross country with this. Actually, you probably fit that smart car into the toy hauler.
Yeah, you could actually.
Yeah.
So we could actually borrow his smart car.
All right. So what does it say?
Trips.
So we got 6% energy left.
6% left. I went exactly 85 miles, and he did as well.
Yeah.
107 kilowatt hours energy used. So if 122, you know, we have another 15 kilowatt hours to play with.
Another 5-10 miles. All right. Hey, we just got an update that decreased our turning radius. So give it a shot. See if you can make a big
Okay,
U-turn.
let me try it.
Yeah. Yeah, with the 4-wheel steering. Did it make it?
Oh my!
Look at that. Ram can't do that.
There's no way Ram will do that.
Well, the Ram could. It would just go up on the
It
grass.
would go into the grass.
Yeah, tear up the new grass and
And then people will call the police. You know how it goes. All right, so let's pull up.
Oh, there's something. Good thing we didn't take out.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know. It got very busy all of a sudden.
I'm not handicapped, right?
No,
at least not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm curious to see how quickly it'll soak up energy.
Because it should be pretty primed. I mean, I was
the battery should
preconditioning.
Here's the problem, Andre.
Wait, what?
Yeah, go back it up a little more.
But I'm almost within a foot.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably within a foot. Just don't take it, like I said, don't take out the supercharger, please, with the hitch. Slow. Okay, stop. Oh, barely did it, Andre. Oh, we're at 243, Andre.
That's pretty good. This is a 250 station.
Yeah, we're gonna be at 250. But the Cybertruck, here's the thing, the Cybertruck is an 800 volt.
So it could be capable of more.
It could, yeah. All right, Andre.
Okay.
So we don't know what the Cybertruck done yet in terms of fuel.
Money?
Yeah, but we'll figure out how much this did pretty quickly because, well...
And look, you can pull through.
I can pull through.
You don't have to unhook.
What a concept, huh?
And Buc-ee's, this is pretty incredible because they have, like you said, almost 100 pumps. And each pump has a diesel nozzle.
That's great.
That's great, right?
That is great. All right, let's go do our 2-click method. Hey, Andre, and unlike the Cybertruck, we're only taking up another...
Just one place.
Yeah, just one place with this long-ass trailer. All right, here we go. So how many miles was it? You want to do the math?
Yes.
Oops, I'm putting in gas. No, I'm kidding.
You scared me. Okay.
I'm using the green pump.
So we went 85 miles.
Okay.
It's hard to believe. I mean, I wanted to go 100. I said 100, right?
It is an off-roady truck, though.
Yes. By the way, each gallon of diesel is equivalent to around, 36 kilowatt hours, right? That's how much energy actually you're storing in that tank.
You know, Musk picked an interesting time to fire the, I would think, entire supercharger team when they're rolling out their latest and hottest vehicle that actually can't really even work at most superchargers unless you knock over the...
And also they're expanding, they're opening their supercharger to other manufacturers, right?
It seems...
This is insane.
It's a head scratcher. All right.
Oh, wait, we have to wait.
We'll wait.
The Cybertruck is still screaming.
Yeah.
It's 221 kilowatt.
Yeah, it's a 28%.
It's already at 28%. It's still screaming.
And guess what? It's a 28% and I am done.
And you're at 100%. What?
100%. Right tool for the right job. Okay, 8.72 gallons.
85 miles divided by 8.727. 9.7, my friend.
That's my
Fuel
fuel
under
economy.
10.
Yeah, and this is maybe the more important number, $25.74. That's how much it
All
cost
right,
us.
so remember this, 25 bucks.
Yeah.
Almost 26 bucks.
Yeah, almost 26 bucks. And I'm betting the Cybertruck's gonna be more.
By the way, this is cheap diesel.
Well, yeah. Well,
I mean, I was just in LA. This was like $5,
LA,
$5.50.
yeah, California's all crazy, but you know, real world testing, we pay what we pay, dude. All right, shall we get some beaver nuggets?
Beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets while we're waiting. Andre, success.
You got some nuggets?
I have brought beaver nuggets.
Yes.
They're kind of caramely sweet,
Brown sugar cornmeal.
crunchy. They're good. How long will it take to get back to 100%?
You don't want to know.
Hour?
Another hour and 15 minutes.
So can we figure out how much it's going to cost so we don't have to sit here for an hour?
Yes. So according to our app, this is our app for the Cybertruck, right?
Yep.
According to our app, right now, supercharger energy costs 35 cents per kilowatt hour.
Okay.
Okay, it's right here.
So how many kilowatt hours do we need to suck up?
We needed 107.
So multiply 35 times 107.
Okay, so let's do that. So 107 times 35 cents per kilowatt hour equals $37.45.
So basically $10 more to tow the same distance with the Cybertruck
Then a diesel.
than a diesel. But that depends, of course, on where you live and on the price of diesel. If
So
you're
it
in
could be
California,
equivalent almost.
it could be. California it'd be more, other places it'd be less. So what have we learned from this experience? First, we've learned that it beat the Ford Lightning.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty good.
I didn't beat the Silverado EV,
No, nowhere close.
and we haven't yet to test the Rivian, so we don't know.
Yeah, so we've done a night gauntlet with the Rivian, but not like a range test like this. So I wouldn't want to tow cross country in this truck.
No.
That's my bottom line.
I wouldn't want to tow cross country, but I would want to stop at Buc-ee's and get some beaver nuggets because they are pretty darn good. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and leave your comments below, and please be kind. If you hate Cybertrucks, don't take it out on us. If you love Cybertrucks, don't take it out on us. Review the trucks, not us. We'll see you guys next time. Give me some, dude.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you. Ciao. We'll see you next time. Beaver nuggets.